so this is a time where Firangi Talk introduce an amazing rapper, direct entry from New York to Insta Live of Anchor Mehen, and he is none other than Harmony. So Harmony on the Insta, guys, come on, हिप हॉप का सीन बढ़ने वाला है और हम क्वेश्चंस पूछने वाले हैं एक से बढ़ के एक. अगर और कोई डाउट हो तो आप लोग भी क्वेश्चंस पूछ सकते हैं. Hey Harmony, how's you?
Hey, how are you doing? I'm very good. I'm very good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm fantastic. You tell me how's you? What's going on out there?
A lot of chaos and craziness over across the country, but we're doing really good. Me and my family are here. We got a lot of great things lined up for this year. Movies and music and all kinds of just amazing things I'm excited about. What's up, guys? Much love to you tuning in.
Yeah, so how many like your work has also been affected by this COVID, no? Like you're sitting at home because I've seen many of your projects that has been stopped or stuck in between.
What's up, you guys? Yeah, no, everything got jacked up. I had a ton of shows, a bunch of movies, major stuff. I had one event I was supposed to perform in front of 22,000 people at the Bank of California Stadium in California. I had football stadiums with 10 to 15,000 people, 12 of those that were supposed to go down. And COVID-19, the virus just wiped out, or postponed rather, a lot of those things. But I haven't allowed the virus or anything else going on to keep me from moving forward. Even though I've been in quarantine and things, I've been writing like crazy. I've still been going to the studio. I've still been recording. I've still been sending emails. I've still been calling directors and producers and bow, boom, bam, trying to get stuff done. And so a lot of great things have happened because of, my grind and hustle.
Okay, so what are the things that you have learned in COVID, sitting at home?
Well, I've definitely learned that family exists because a lot of times we're so busy and we're everywhere, you don't really get to spend, I guess, a lot of quality time with your family. And so I've had a really great opportunity to do that. A songwriter, my new song Champion is the soundtrack for that movie, and it will have a music video with it. But they also gave me about 12 scenes in the movie with about maybe a minute of dialogue speaking. And then from there, I got booked for a werewolf movie. I'm a co-star actor in that movie, as well as an 8-episode television show to be shot in Canada. I'm a co-star actor in that whole show, all 8 episodes, along with being the songwriter. So just a lot spiraled from that. So I'll tell you, man, when you get into the movie scenes and you really get people, man, that really love you and appreciate and value you as an artist and the gift that you can bring to the table, man, it'll change your life.
So, can I listen to your Champion song, like 2 or 3 lines, because I'm excited. I have scroll your Instagram and I've seen Champion as a song that actually gives so much of positivity, and it gives lots of motivation in that song.
Yeah, no, definitely. If you have it there, you can turn it right on. You can, it's on Spotify, Apple Music. It's on, I believe it's on YouTube too. So it's on a different couple. I'm not sure what in India, what they allow. Cause sometimes I'll be like, yeah, check it out on Spotify. And people are like, yeah, right. There's no Spotify here.
No,
and so I don't,
it's it.
It is there. Okay, good. Yeah. So Champion is on Spotify.
Can I listen 3-4 lines now, if it is possible for you to say?
3-4 lines of Champion?
Yeah, of Champion.
Oh, you mean like live of the track of the song?
Yeah.
I don't have anything here to play it, so I'd have to just kind of, rap the verses.
Yeah, you can. You can start a cappella.
Cool, that's okay. I've made up my mind. I was built for this, and I will never turn back. I will never recant. I can, I will, I am. I will never say I can't, because I know that I can. Hold on. Let's do this. I want to go to the very beginning of the song, because if I start there, it's going to be different. So give me 1 second, okay?
For sure.
Just 1 second. Okay, 1 second. Hold on.
Guys, so if you have any of the doubts, any of the questions that is stucking through your mind, just pop up. I'm seeing all the questions, and definitely this is my promise that I'll ask every question before we end up the session. So I'm watching each
Got
and
it.
every questions and how many is ready to
What's
answer
up,
each and
family? God
every
bless
one.
you guys tuning in. What's up? What's up?
Yeah.
What's up? What's up, man? Blessings to you too, bro. Love you guys, man. Appreciate you guys coming in here, Candace. I see you. I see you. Yeah. Okay, cool. Okay, yeah, we can get it real quick. Let's jump on this and we'll move to the next one. Champion. So we'll start with the first verse. Just kind of maybe do the first verse and cut there. So it goes, the lyrics are like this. They go, it's crazy when you really think about everything that's happened to you from the day you were born and you wonder, is it real? So you stop, gotta pinch yourself. Because it really don't make no sense when so many people on the block don't care and they swear by God that a square like you raised right here. You ain't never going anywhere. Lights out. Pitch black. Boy, you better get your mind in check, cuz in the game you playing, everybody want a knife to your throat and a gun in your back. Yeah, but it ain't no thing, right? Cuz, homie, you an animal, a beast with the fangs, right? So can wet grit and teeth in the rain. The beast is out of the cage and ready to fight. Yeah. And if you guys want the rest of that, go to
That
Spotify.
is seriously
Go to
dope. I can feel the vibes. Like there is something very amazing, very dope lyrics is there.
thank you. Yeah,
So like what are the techniques that can be used? What are the techniques that can be used if you're performing on stage?
so this is actually a really great question that she's asking. So artists, listen up because I have dealt with things of this question is very important because your your presentation of how you execute singing or rapping or anything else on a stage is extremely important. And you're either going to make an audience sit there and just be like, yawning and like bored, or you're going to give them something that's going to either get them on their feet or at least, at the very least, at least engage their attention. And so, and I'm speaking from experience and trial and error. So when I first started doing music, if you guys, for those of you tuning in just now, you might not have heard this when I spoke it earlier, but my knees used to shake from being afraid. And so you're not really going to get what you want out of an audience if you're standing up in front of that audience and you're standing in one place and your knees are shaking and you look like you don't know what you're doing. My advice to you is this: practice displaying and delivering energy. Everybody can relate to energy. So when you're on a stage, like for me, I don't sit in one place. You'll never see me stationary ever. I mean, there's been times where I've been so wild, I almost fell off the stage, jumped off the stage because I don't do well in confined spaces. I'm naturally moving. And that's something that you guys want to do too. If you have fear, and these are some really great tips, so pay attention. If you're an artist up and coming and you still have some fear whenever you're standing in front of a crowd, here's my one tip that will work for you. It will help if you'll implement it. Don't look into the eyes or the faces of the crowd. Look about a foot or 2 feet above their heads, because by audience perspective, it still looks like you're looking at them. Even though you're looking about 2 feet above their head, from the audience perspective, it still looks like you're looking at them. So while you're looking 2 feet above their head, you're not directly engaging them in their face and their eyes, which will make you feel not as scared, because that you're not feeling that judgment from people's eyes and faces. Look 2 feet above their head and then just rap and sing. Rap to whatever it is that's 2 feet above their head, whatever's there. If it's just the air, cool, rap to the air. And then that will allow you to operate better on stage as an artist. And whenever you're rapping, it's okay to look at yourself in the mirror. If you have a mirror, turn on your phone and record yourself. Do one song or one verse and just kind of look at yourself and look back at it and judge yourself. Be like, okay, and like that, but I didn't like the way that I did that. And so what you do is you create your own self-training course to help you be the best that you can be. And it works. Trust me. I did it when I was with the rap group. Because we had 5 people that were on one stage, so we had to really correlate how we were gonna, be positioned in things. And there was this one room that we would go to when we would rehearse our music, and it was nothing but mirrors. So we would be able to look at ourselves, and we'd have, we'd hold up our fists like this, like we had a microphone. And let me see here. And so we'd be like, we would practice those types of moves to see what created energy, what we felt good with. And then as we did that, every performance we had, we would notice that we would start to naturally do those things on stage. So what we were practicing behind the scenes started coming out on the scene, and it helped us with our movement, our engagement. Like right now, I do all kinds of stuff on stage. I move around, I turn around, I put my arms up, I get people hyped like this. I got a money gun that shoots money. I literally, at a lot of my shows, I'll put like $100-200 inside of a gun, and I'll shoot money out to the crowd. I got these things that I'm an entertainer as well as an artist. And so that is my advice to you. Be the best that you can be by bringing out that part of you that helps to engage audiences. Record yourself. Do one song or one verse and just kind of look at yourself and look back at it and judge yourself. Be like, okay, and like that, but I didn't like the way that I did that. And so what you do is you create your own self-training course to help you be the best that you can be. And it works. Trust me. I did it when I was with the rap group. Because we had 5 people that were on one stage, so we had to really correlate how we were gonna, be positioned in things. And there was this one room that we would go to when we would rehearse our music, and it was nothing but mirrors. So we would be able to look at ourselves, and we'd have, we'd hold up our fists like this, like we had a microphone. And let me see here. And so we'd be like, we would practice those types of moves to see what created energy, what we felt good with. And then as we did that, every performance we had, we would notice that we would start to naturally do those things on stage. So what we were practicing behind the scenes started coming out on the scene, and it helped us with our movement, our engagement. Like right now, I do all kinds of stuff on stage. I move around, I turn around, I put my arms up, I get people hyped like this. I got a money gun that shoots money. I literally, at a lot of my shows, I'll put like $100-200 inside of a gun, and I'll shoot money out to the crowd. I got these things that I'm an entertainer as well as an artist. And so that is my advice to you. Be the best that you can be by bringing out that part of you that helps to engage audiences.
Now I feel totally the attitude of a rapper, a performer has inbuilt in you. And now if you're speaking also, I can feel that attitude that is coming through you.
Thank you. But yeah, I mean that though, guys. That I've talked to a lot of artists that they get depressed and they get frustrated and they get anxious and they lose hope. They lose belief in themselves because they compare themselves to other people, and they're like, I'm not that good, or I don't have that many followers, or blah blah blah. But let me tell you something. This is how you need to think. As long as you're doing the best that you can do and you're challenging yourself, if the person that you're comparing yourself to is yourself, I want to be better than this person that I am now. I want to upgrade myself. And that can be in any situation. It can be as a father. It could be as a husband. It could be as a doctor, as an artist, whatever the case is. As long as you're challenging yourself to become a better you, people are going to see that and they're going to feel that. Because at the end of the day, I've only released, and this is from the beginning of my career as a solo artist, I've only released about 15 songs ever.
Okay.
That's not like 50 albums, 15 songs, and I'm already writing for Hollywood movies. What does that tell you? Only 15 songs. And I started with nothing. I didn't have no money. I came from the projects. I came from welfare. I came from poverty. I didn't even have nice clothes like this. I came from having nothing, but I used what I had, and I was patient. And so little by little by little, I began to meet people. I began to challenge myself. I began to structure the way I performed on stage. I began to learn things. I needed to know something. Yo, YouTube University, baby. Get on YouTube and be like, how do you do this? How do you do that? Get on Google. What is this? What is BMI? What is ASCAP? How do I get royalties from my music? You begin to get a passion for artistry, and then you learn things along the way that help you become the best that you can be. Then you get on stuff like this with her. I'm on a live video right now, but I'm able to teach you things. She's able to bring her culture to America and America over to India. And now there's a possibility that there could be a project that comes together with other people. So if that happens, more people in India is going to know who Harmony is. More people in America are going to know who those people are. So you collaborate, you get with like-minded people that you can vibe with, people that encourage you and inspire you. And when you do that, it changes everything.
That is something dope I have heard. Seriously, this is the thing that everyone should learn. Like, they should not get depressed while if any single failure they face. They have to face so many struggles, they have to face so many failures, but little by little, a day will come, then they'll be an artist, a celeb that I'm meeting you now.
Hey, and it's totally possible for anybody that's over here. Anybody that's on here, it's completely possible. Quality over quantity. Darren Muscle just said that as a phrase. And that was one of the things in the beginning that anybody who knows me knows that I always have talked about that. Because a lot of people, like, they'll do, you look at a lot of rap videos, in different places, and a lot of times you'll see a rap artist walking on a railroad track, or you'll see them, behind a graffiti wall, or you'll see a lot of the same elements in music and videos and things. For me, when you look at my videos, you see high-speed chases on the highway with helicopters. You see police flying. You see gunshots. You see people shot and blood splattering out, dead people, doors getting kicked in. Like, you see story, you see energy, you see entertainment, you see imagery that sucks you in, that makes you want to watch because it's so different. It has an element to it that completely sets me apart from other people in my genre, and you want to do that kind of stuff too. But it doesn't have to be like how I'm doing it. Do it according to your own personality, but be creative. Even if you don't have a $50,000 camera that you can shoot with, and you only have a $100 camera, it's okay. But make sure that whatever you're doing, be creative with it. And the more that you grow, the more that you'll make a little more money. You collaborate with different people. You put your music on Spotify, put it on iTunes, and both of you promote that music. And as people listen to it and they stream it, you'll get a little amount of royalties from that. And the more that you do it and the more that people listen to it, you'll get more and more royalties from that. Which means that you can save up that money and you can buy a better camera. You can save up that money and use it to help promote your video. I'm not only an artist, I'm also a businessman. So I do a lot of the things in music that artists need. I do marketing, I do advertising, I do clothing design, brand design, Harmony gloves, performance gloves, hats, jackets, shirts, pants. I will design underwear. I do everything. I do TV shows, news broadcasts, graphics, web design, mixing, professional mastering, studio recording, all of that stuff I do as a businessman and as an artist. So if you guys need anything of that nature, you can always hit me up and we can talk about that. But my advice to you as an artist is don't give up. Don't ever give up. Because when you think of the celebrities that you know right now, think of a celebrity in your head, the name of a celebrity that you know. Before that person was a celebrity, they were just common. They were just regular. At some point, they were just a regular person. But somewhere along the line, their name went from such and such to such and such. And so it can happen for you too, but you have to be patient with yourself, and you have to be willing to challenge yourself. I
So
promise you.
this is the last question that I want to tell and I want to disturb you, and that is
You're good.
that
You're
a
good. You're
guy has
good.
asked how to roll money using your skills. As you told that you're a businessman, so obviously many of the artists, they are facing financial crisis and they are not able to roll the money. They cannot use in their music because they are facing and they are thinking, this is the worst thing that we are facing, and just because of this we are not getting success.
Mhm. Well, okay, so when I first started music, again, listening to my story, I didn't have money. I didn't have no money. Nobody, I didn't have investors. I didn't even have a job. I didn't have a 9 to 5 job that I went to, because there's a difference in music and having a regular job. Music, you can't just wake up one day and be like, I'm going to write music and make money. And then you write a song, and at the end of the week, you get paid a check on Friday. It doesn't work like that. It works like that if you work at McDonald's, or you're a doctor, or you're a nurse, or you have an actual job that you go to, warehouse, whatever it is, that they pay you a check every week. In music, it's different, but it can also be 10 times more beneficial as an artist, because as an artist, you can make millions. Okay. If you're a doctor, you can make some good money. You could probably make, 150,000, 200,000 a year, which is good. It's good money, and it can support your family. But as an artist, if you can find your niche and keep going and get opportunities, you can make millions of dollars to be able to
Yes,
support
correct.
your family and put your kid through college. So my advice is when I first started out, I did anything that I possibly could to make money. I cleaned bathrooms. I mowed lawns. I cleaned out garages, whatever it was, because I didn't have a college degree. That's a part of my story. That's why my story, in many senses, is very unique, because I came from nothing. I came from no job experience. I didn't graduate. I barely made it through high school. Barely. And so when you look at a person like that, you're like, okay, well, what is this person going to become? Because it seems as though they have no skills. It seems as though they're kind of dumb. They don't have anything that's going to, that, we in society would say is worth something. So my life coming from nothing has completely boggled the minds of people, because they're looking like, wow, this is incredible to see this guy's story of how he came from this to that. So for you, get together with some of your friends. A lot of times you have things in your life that could help you, and you don't even know it because you don't ask. You don't know what access your uncle has. You don't know all the things your grandma or grandfather or mom and dad, because sometimes you don't think of them being people that may have the things that you need. It doesn't even necessarily have to be money. For instance, let's say that I need a camera to shoot a video. Well, some people will think like this: oh, I don't have enough money to buy a camera, so I guess I can't shoot a music video. Me, I'm going to be like, okay, I wonder if my mom knows anybody who has a camera. I wonder if my dad knows anybody. Let me get on social media and post and see if anybody has a camera and they want to be involved. Because a lot of times people that start out just like you, they want to get out there too. They want to
Yeah.
meet people too. So it really comes down to collaboration. You might find somebody who has the camera, somebody who has a nice car or access to a nice car. You might have somebody who has all of the elements right in your life right now, but they're just in pieces. So it's your job to connect the puzzle.
That is something awesome tip, I should say. Incredible, mind blowing tip that every people, not even the artist, even every people can learn. That if you don't have anything, you can search because you are having everything surrounds you. The only thing that matters that you have to search that and collaborate that thing. You have to just
Yep,
put that in one thing.
absolutely.
So thank you so much, Harmony. Like I had a seriously great time with you. I've learned so many things. Not even I. Many viewers came. Many viewers. They were just sitting. They're just listening your tips. They're just getting the positive energies from you. They are just getting the fighting spirit from you. That how you became a normal guy and now you are a celebrity. That we are giving the interviews to us.
Yeah. Listen, guys, it's not a problem. And I want you guys to know this before I leave. Every single one of you have a purpose. Every single one of you are special. You have worth. And a lot of times people will look at your situation and they'll judge you by that. They'll judge you because of what you wear or what you don't have. But I'll tell you right now, with everything that I have in my life, I can tell you honestly that you are special, that you do have value, that God does love you, and that you have a purpose for living and breathing. And so whatever it is that you are